Season 2, Episode 4, Spiritually Guided. This episode will be dedicated to Spirit's Guide, a spiritual awakening, and I will tell you how I got waken up by the Spirit. Everything started when I was 19, like it was 2020, it was November, and I remember very well that I was scrolling on TikTok, and honestly, I gave TikTok a chance that year. Like, I signed up on TikTok at the beginning when the pandemic started, and then I said no, I don't like it, it's toxic. And then something said to me when it was September, let's try again, let's see if you like it. So I went on and I was scrolling and I kind of enjoy it, you know. And when it was November 2020, I started receiving messages, angel numbers, things like this. And I never believed in that. I remember when I was young, these two girls in school, they were looking at the phone, and the time was 222, and they were all happy and excited, and I asked, what's going on? What's happy? Like, why you guys are like this? And they said, look, and they showed me the number, and I was like, yeah, it's 222. What is the problem? I didn't get it. But then when I started my spiritual awakening, I got a flashback of this moment, and I was like, oh my god, these two girls, that's why they were so great at everything. They used to manifest, and they were so young. And I was like, they were on something. These girls were on something. And sometimes I have flashback of my past, and I'm like, wow, that thing happened. So today I could remember and learn from it. I think everything happened for a reason, and everything that happened in my past, like every flashback that I'm having it, like it makes sense. Like, and so now I'm having this spiritual awakening that started 3 years ago, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Of course, listen, if you're looking, or if you're listening to this podcast, you probably are on a spiritual awakening. So you might need to listen to this. Let's see, and let me know if you have the same experience. At the end of the day, a spiritual awakening, it's different to everyone. So my spiritual awakening will be so different by yours. This is not like a religion, it's completely different. So everyone got their spiritual awakening, and it's different to everyone. You know, when you start realizing that things happen in this world, and there is numbers, there is frequency, there is all these things for you will change drastically for the better if you know how to use it. Listen, every guru that you see on the internet, they talk about spiritual awakening. Not everyone it's great. Some people, they just think, they take opportunity. Okay, not everyone is a spiritual guru, not everyone should be a spiritual guru. Listen, um find yourself a great creator. you know do not fall, not every reading it's great. Okay, you should know the energy, so don't get caught up with the TikTok bullshit. So how to tell that you are having a spiritual awakening? When I started my spiritual awakening, I saw numbers everywhere, angel numbers. I was more aware of numbers because numbers are great, and they are the only universal, you know, language we can communicate with numbers. If you see sequences 111, 222, 333, 555, and so on, you are probably are having a spiritual awakening, you know. And you start noticing things that you never noticed. For example, you see how, you know, the news are made to program you. Everything around you, it's made to program you. And like, people are fake as fuck. And it's basically the matrix. So you start waking up, you start realizing that things are different. Like, you know, you start realizing that everything is a lie. The school lied to you. All the things you studied, like, useless. You realize there is families that control everything, the banks control everything. You start waking up, you know what I'm saying? And it's actually so sad. So if you can't handle the truth, like, you should not even wake up. At the end of the day, it's not even your choice to wake up. The universe chooses you randomly and depend on your, your soul contract. And then, you wake up and you're like, okay, I have a purpose here. Don't get overwhelmed by, things that happen in your life, because these are really distraction. I know that it's tough, but you make this tough. Like, make it easy. Things can really get better and easier when you just don't give a shit. Everything is a lie, and when you discover that, like, there is nothing to lose, you just have to jump and trust the universe. Of course, trust yourself as well. Don't go like this and you're like, oh, and you say horrible shit about yourself. Don't never ever talk bad about yourself. Don't do it. It's really toxic, and I think you are the universe. So what you think, you attract. It's so simple. I want to be clear with this thing of what you think you attract, because people be saying the bullshit on TikTok that, listen, um what you think constantly every day for hours, and you put emotions in, um they will become true. Okay? So if you always think about how your life, it's beautiful, even if your life at the moment it's horrible, just be positive about it, because it's better to be positive than to be negative. Negativity, it's quite useless. So let me read you what is a kundalini. So, which is basically a spiritual awakening. Kundalini is a form of energy that remains coiled up at the base of the spine. When it is raised, the Kundalini flows through the seven chakras, which instantly leads to a spiritual awakening. Oh my god, to a spiritual enlightenment. I'm sorry, my bad. Kundalini can be aroused through various methods, including meditation, yoga, and mantras. So, if you meditate, you do all these things, this can help you to, raise your Kundalini. So, we all have a pineal gland. If you don't know what is a pineal gland, um, it's like a crystal that it's in our brain, and the pineal gland is blocked, um, by all the fluoride that you are drinking in water, and all the bad food that you get that is filled with toxic things. The pineal gland is the third eye. This gland will help you to wake up. So if it's closed, um, you won't see what's going on in this world. And that's why companies do the best they can to keep these pineal glands closed. That's why people do stupid as shit. They don't even know they have this gland. How to classify the classify no the class listen, how to unstuck this pineal gland that are 4 years has been calcified. Okay, calcified is the word. For years has been calcified by food, water, the television, the news, everything around you. It's to make you blind. Okay, how to detoxify. So first of all, you have to read the ingredients of the food you eat. If there is some poisonous, toxic shit, you should not eat that. The water you drink, um, read the ingredients to see if there is fluoride. There is fluoride inside of the toothbrush, in the toothpaste, sorry, and you should check that one as well. Be very aware of what you consume, not just the food. The people you are around can suck your energy. Some people are energy vampires. Some people, when you are around people, they make you feel so bad and you have a bad energy attached to yourself because you are around these people. Exactly. You should say goodbye and see you never anymore. um, you know, there is bad energy everywhere, so you have to protect yourself. I'm sorry, many of y'all are gonna be pissed at this, but watching the news will do nothing in your life. It won't add any values. Honestly, it just gives you anxiety, and anxiety is the lowest, like fear and anxiety are the lowest of the frequency. It's root chakra, which is the base of the spine. It's the worst energy ever. And honestly, you don't want this negative energy go through your body, and they make you anxious, and then you have negative energy all attached to your body, and blah 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 blah. Like, why you do this to yourself? Is it even worthy to watch the news? Like, can I do something that there is people that are dying, whatever it is? Like, it's even my fault. Can I change it? Can I do something? No, you can't. So don't give yourself the burden. Like, it's not your fault. Don't overload your body with things you can't change. Like, it's useless to say, well, we're gonna raise awareness. You are not raising awareness. Actually, you are doing worse. You are raising negativity. You are raising things that are not good. So if you want to do something to help people, you have to help yourself. When you help yourself and you meditate and you know what you have to do, things get better. Because when you are in alignment and you are, connected to love and positive emotion, people, this vibration are going to wake other people up, and it's going to be very much helpful even for the people that are suffering now. So just do not consume the news. And you should trust your guts, okay? You should trust yourself, your intuition. If you are in a place and you are feeling that you should not be there, just leave. Just leave. Don't think about it. Like, if you are there and you are like, well, I don't feel being there, maybe it's because you should not be there. Like, trust yourself, trust your guts. Honestly, it's the best thing you can do is to trust your intuition. The universe always know when it's the place for you to be, and if you feel that that's not the place for you, then why you are losing time where you should not be. Music, yes, even music is spiritual. Listen, I don't know if you know it, but now you are gonna know that celebrities, music artists, this famous one that you listen, every single one, they do low vibrational music, that makes you feel like you are possessed. Listen, I'm not religious, but I'm talking about vibration. So I'm gonna say that if you listen to a certain type of rapper, it's because they use certain vibration that makes awaken certain parts of your body that are not good. I don't know how to explain it, but you should not listen to rappers every day. Like, I'm not saying don't listen to them, but every day for hours, it's really not good. Not just rappers, other singers that are very bad that you don't want to listen. We can't hear certain frequency. The human body can't hear certain frequency. Cats and other animals really can. That's why you see your cat that it's acting weird. They can hear everything. They like, you know, even smell, even see things that we can't see. They probably can see the energy. Um, and there is things around us that we can't see. For example, uh, the magnetic field, the auras of the peoples, like everything holds energy, even objects. If you have to throw away some old object from your past that gives you bad vibes, just don't think about it. Just throw it away, even if it's a nice expensive shit. Who gives a shit? Sell it, throw it away, burn it. Actually, you know what? If I was you, I would burn it. I don't even want these things to be existing anymore, so I would burn it. Air's old energy as well. So if you want to have a new chapter in your life, I would recommend you to cut your hair. Like, it doesn't have to be these extreme cuts, but at least that you cut an inch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be the much. Like, just that you cut your energy off. Like, not your energy, the old dead energy, the bad vibes, you know. Everything hold energy, as I said before. Even your nails, every single fucking thing hold your energy. Not your energy, I mean your energy and energy in general. For example, if I have a bag that it's mine and then I sell it and this other person buys it, like, my energy is attached to. Like, I don't know, I don't mess with this shit. Also, be careful with who you mess around, who you give your energy to. Not everyone deserves your energy. Sometimes, I mean, all the times, you have to take care of yourself. So you cannot be like, well, it's just 5 minutes of talking with this person that I don't like. No, it's not just 5 minutes. It's 5 precious minutes of your life. It's your energy, and you cannot lose your time to talk with someone just because it's just 5 minutes. It's just 1 minute. It's just. No, it's not. Time is precious. You don't have to lose time with people that you don't want to speak, with people that don't enrich you in some type of ways. So don't consume your energy. When you have a spiritual awakening, you become more intolerant of people around. Like, you start seeing things the way they should not be. Like, you see how people speak of themselves and you look at them and you are like, why you do that? Why you speak so badly about yourself? Or, I don't know, you see how people talk about money and you be like, why they talk about money like this? Everything they say it's negative. And I'm like, okay, that's bad. Like, there is a lot of people that I want to stay away from. And when you have a spiritual awakening, you want to spend time by yourself because you know it's convenient, it's better. You have to think, you have to reflect, you have to write, you have to find yourself. Because at the end of the day, like, if you have a spiritual awakening, of course you are going to have a wonderful life. Like, you cannot have a spiritual awakening and then you are like, oh, whatever, that's it. Like, use your spiritual awakening and your knowledge to have a beautiful life. Take yourself seriously. Like, I know everybody said, don't take yourself too much seriously, but honestly, do take yourself seriously. Do me this favor. When you say something, that's it. If you said that you don't want to hang out with that person, that's it. Do not be like, oh, whatever. Don't let nobody humble you, okay? Being humble, it's not fine. Humble means to be below someone else. Just do your research on this world because, on certain words, because, you know, this society that wants you to fail managed to use certain words and make you believe that certain words are great. But honestly, the word humble is absolutely bullshit. Like, do not be humble. You can be kind, nice, sometimes, not all the times, okay? But humble, excuse me not. Like, excuse me not. I will never be humble. Do not be humble. Do not be humble. Do research on words that you use, especially on yourself. Talk well of yourself. Say, I'm beautiful, I'm wealthy, and everything you have to say that it's good. Not even as a joke, you should say shit like, I am, and then you put something negative in front of I am. Never, not even as a joke. Like, it's not funny, and your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between real and fake. So you might say, I am, and then you put something negative, and your subconscious mind will be, okay, yeah, you are. See how I gave you the example without saying the word, because I don't want to say something, not even as example, not even as a joke. In fact, I said I am, and then I said something like negative. Like, I didn't say I am and then you know what I'm talking about. I will never talk bad about myself. Never, ever, ever. And if you don't have the confidence, you have to create the confidence to talk well about yourself. You know, spiritual awakening, it's also about improving yourself. Last episode, I talked about how to love yourself. I think this episode can help you as well, because if you are having a spiritual awakening, you probably are going through some self-love journey, and that's great. You know, I could talk about this spiritual awakening thing for hours, but you know, we don't have hours. We have just enough time, okay? If you want to know more about spiritual awakening, the internet is filled. Be careful who you believe, because not everyone it's worthy. Like, just follow some people that are great, okay? Do not jump on everybody. Like, not everybody it's a spiritual, like, not everybody is really spiritual. Some people just want to take your energy and your money. Just be careful. Anyways, I could talk for hours about this, but for today episode I am done, okay? So my podcast, it's available on Spotify, not Spotify. Oh my god. Spotify and YouTube. You can subscribe, and see you in my next episode.